How's it going, everyone? We're here to check out the top skins this week, and if you're new and don't know what that is, just to explain, these are the top skins, in my opinion, that meet the criteria that the Rust devs are looking for that are in the workshop. So that does not mean all of these skins are going to be available or that you will ever be able to buy any of these. You'll just have to tune in Thursday in a couple of days to see which ones actually do get accepted. Only 8 usually do. So anyways, now that that's clarified for the new people, let's jump into it. Right here we've got a burlap set for you. Yes, burlap, I said. That's not too often burlap is made. This is the Hunter's set by Relic, and yeah, it's actually pretty fancy looking for burlap, and I think it's a pretty nice little giddy up. It really does kind of look like, tethered burlap and so forth, and it's been put together, and lots of little pockets and a nice little tactical camo look to it. Definitely a set I could see a lot of people liking, but we very rarely get burlap sets, so here's hoping maybe this has a chance. Next, we've got the Pookie Dreams hoodie and pants, and yeah, as you can see, it's pretty tethered like old kind of denim, and underneath there's what looks like a teddy bear shirt, like with the stomach and everything, and the Pookie bear. And yeah, you got various Pookies on here. They're all doing Rust stuff. Scuba Guy over here, Hazzy Bear. You got a few others, High Qual one right there. And the back of the hoodie has like a bear hoodie to flip on over. There's even the wolf helmet one. So definitely a cool little set that has a cute idea tied into the theme of Rust. Next, we got something on the opposite side of the spectrum. We've got the Marbled hoodie. And yeah, this one is all sorts of bright colors, and it's got like this reflective material, and it's got like I think a sheer kind of coat on the outside. It looks like it's definitely got a lot going on, lots of bright colors. Over here you've got "War, No War" written along the side there for peace, and then there's a piece behind the kind of, again, like sheer part of the outside here. Definitely a very unique set, and I can see a lot of people digging this one. Next up, we've got a continuation in the training set with the training jacket, and this is a really nice looking vagabond jacket. I mean, look at that. This just looks so nice with it, with that material. The whole thing just pans out really nicely, and this is something we haven't seen any pieces for a while for the set, so yeah, definitely a nice new addition. Next up, we've got a continuation with the Azul set with the Azul road sign gloves and boots. So yeah, this is another set that hasn't really seen anything for a while, so maybe this will have a chance since it's been on a break. We'll just have to see how Helk is feeling on it. They definitely look quite nice. I like the kind of studs right there, which it acts kind of like a nice little break up to it. Then down here in the boots, I actually like the stripes quite a bit. I think that was done quite well. Definitely a really nice set. Next, we've got one road sign set for you, and it is the 2-space set. And yeah, it's a nice little continuation. We got lots of continuations because sets seem to be the things now. And yeah, you got the 2-space and Cobalt, and you've got little space Hazzy Guy and all sorts of stuff that you can recognize from the set. And yeah, that blue color, just that kind of dark navy blue, just really, I don't know, it accents it really nice. I think that's what really makes this set, is the colors. And last but not least, we've got the Radiography metal chest piece and face mask. And yeah, the whole thing's supposed to kind of look like you are getting an x-ray. And yeah, you can see there's various parts and bones and stuff coming through. There's a broken bone up there on the strap. And even in the broken jaw, there's some cracks in the skull. A lot of little details went into this, and it's a really unique set, and I have to say it's quite cool. And one of the nice things is it does look like it glows, but it doesn't, so you don't have to worry about, glowing bright at night if this has, if it gets into the game. Next up, we've got our deployables for you, starting out with this hot dog sleeping bag. And I mean, how can you not love a hot dog sleeping bag? Inside, it even kind of looks like bread. And yeah, I mean, look at that. It looks like some nice spongy kind of bread, and it's just hilarious. I can see a lot of people just wanting this for the memes of it. Next, over here, we've got ourselves another sleeping bag for you. This one is the Night Tail sleeping bag. It has a glowing and a non glowing version, so we'll be sure to show that to you guys here shortly. And yeah, it's got all these little sheep all over it, and it's stitched up and pretty cozy looking. Next, we've got a furnace for you, and I think that is a little too close for the furnace. How about that there, guys? And this one, of course, looks like a sandcastle, and is, of course, appropriately named the Sandcastle Furnace. And as you can see, it lights up through its windows there when turned on. And it's got all little sea stars and shells, and the whole thing is just a neat little sandcastle. It's definitely a very cool design. Next, we've got ourselves a box for you, and this one is for all of those chess people out there. That's right, it's the King's Gambit Box, and yeah, you can go ahead and play some chess. Well, I wish you could. It'd be cool to have chess and Rust, but right now, this may be the closest thing you have to it. It's definitely a very fancy-looking box with a cool design idea. Next, we got ourselves a rug, and this is another little fun idea. It is the soccer field rug, and well, I mean, it pretty much describes itself. It's a rug, it looks like a soccer field, and I can see people having fun with this. I don't know, maybe, you know, see where you can throw a pumpkin on it. I don't know. I wish it was a little bigger. That would be cool, but, you know, hey, the artists got to work with what they have, right? Next, we've got ourselves a vending machine for you. And this one is for popcorn, so it is, of course, the popcorn vending machine. So you can get a small, medium, large popcorn, and there you go. You can just vend it right out. On the sides, it's got red and white stripes, and a similar design here on the back. Definitely has that kind of retro popcorn theater vibe going on for it. Next, we've got quite a few doors over here for you, starting out with this one right here. This is the Your Abuser door, and yeah, you know, your abuser lives here. You know, there's that little map marker. It does have a see-through door, so these kind of, you know, skins rarely get accepted, but hey, the skin was done pretty well. It looked unique, and you know, you never know, so hey, wanted to go ahead and throw this one into the running there. We'll see how maybe Helk will go for it. Next, we've got a pretty creative door over here brought to us by Vase. This is the Tree of Life wooden door, and yeah, it takes inspiration from the Tree of Life kind of art, and you can see it's the Tree of Life of Rust. You know, you're starting out down there with a rock and then working yourself up to rockets and M249, so definitely a really nice idea. And then with wooden, you can always do two different sides, so of course here is the opposite side of the door for you. Next over here, we've got some sheet metal doors, starting with this, like, stacked up skulls. This is the X or Sus metal door. I don't know if they spelled exorcist wrong, or if it was supposed to be X or Sus, you know, like sus. So I don't know. One way or another, it's a creepy door, and some pretty cool sculpting done there for sure. Next, we've got a Matrixy door for you. This one is the Broken Matrix SM door. And yeah, there you go. It definitely takes some themes from the Matrix, but you know, they don't own the idea necessarily. It might be a little too close for parody. We'll just have to see. But you see there's original kind of sheet metal door underneath there, which is quite cool as well. Next, we've got another fancy sculpted creepy door for you. This is the Ancient Demon door by Anathan. It's got two versions, glowing and non-glowing, so we'll be sure to show you that. And of course, the glowing has the big red glowy eyes that you can currently see. Next, we've got a couple of garage doors for you, starting out with this one. This is the Toxic Monster garage door, and as you would guess, it definitely has quite a bit of glow, so that's where it shines. But the whole thing looks like there's this toxic green sludge monster ripping through the garage door, and it's some pretty sweet art, so definitely a very cool one. Next over here, we got two neon garage doors for you. The first one is a very clear message. It says, "Get out." And, well, that's the name of it. Get out garage door. So, yeah, message is very clear. Get out of here. Next, we've got the Scrap Customs. So, yes, that is, you know, you want to set up kind of a neon-looking door on your car shop. This is definitely something that looks really, really nice. I mean, with the neon around the car and everything, just the light, the whole thing kind of screams, you know, like Pimp My Ride kind of thing. And they definitely got that idea down smack, I think. Lastly, for the deployables, we've got you a armored door. This is the armored garbage truck, door. So yeah, the whole thing has kind of like a little recycling theme. And the little flaps is an entrance exit, depending on which side, which is quite cool. And everything just kind of looks like, you know, welded pieces from a garbage truck there. All right, so let's check out that glow. Here we go for the sleeping bag. And then we can go ahead and head on over to this furnace. There you go. Quite beautiful. Then we can scoot all the way down here to our vending machine. No back glow on this one. Then if we continue down here, there's your matrix door. Those demon eyes. Slime monster. And some sweet neon. And the entrance exit sign glows on this one as well. Alright guys, let's jump into the tools and weapons because we've got quite a few of them. So right here we've got a rock for you, and look at that. This thing literally looks like a something out of like Lego or some kind of block game, and that's exactly what this is. This is the Blocky Rock. So there you go. Next, we've also got another rock for you, and this one just kind of looks like a whole like planet in turmoil. This is the Elemental Rock, and you can see it starts with ice and then moves over to molten lava on the other side. There's this amount of detail to it that really just makes this look beautiful, and it's definitely a very unique rock. Next up, we've got another rock for you, and this one's all sorts of blue and shiny. This is the Sapphire Rock. And yeah, it does have a glowy version, which we'll be sure to show you at the end as we always do. Next, we've got some tools for you, starting out with this set right here. This is the Granite Set. And yeah, so it's got kind of like chunks of granite up at the top, and then kind of a nice little adorned wooden handle. And then of course you have to have your matching pick to go with it. So there we go. Then we've got one more set of stone tools for you, and these are the Tiki tools. Yeah, this is the Tiki set by Little Ranger. Seems to have gotten a new addition with a very bright and cool tool set for you. Look at that. How awesome is that? Next up, we've got some more tools for you, and it looks like we're getting a addition to the cartoon set by Andy Boo with the cartoon Hatchet and Pickaxe. So there we go, we got the same bright colors with that same cell shaded look to it, and yeah, it just really makes it pop. Definitely very unique look, and a lot of people really dig the weapons, the weapon last week. So maybe a lot of people like these tools. Next, we've got another metal set for you. This is much more on the fancy side. This is the legendary Gemstone Set. And, of course, we've got the pick right there. Definitely a lot of beautiful jewels. Very adorned. Next, we've got a jackhammer for you, which is a continuation in the shimmering set. And yeah, it's exactly what you could expect from that. It's got the kind of like rainbow metallic thing going up on the front there, and then a very kind of clean chrome look to the majority of the rest of it. Then we've got some bows for you, starting with this one right here, and this one's all kind of scrappy and ragtag together, which is very nice. It kind of has that very rusty look to it. As we drop back there, we'll do a spin, let the light kind of hit it differently. Next up, we've got another bow for you, and this is the Chameleano bow, and yeah, the reason it's named that is, again, it's one of those kind of cool skins where, depending on the light, it could look a little bit different, and you can see as we're kind of moving around, you kind of get a different shimmer of colors, especially on that little chameleon sculpt right there. But it is kind of hard with the shadows. I don't know if it's something with the bow or what exactly, but this one just doesn't quite pick up as much as like Tempered or maybe Shimmering does, as some of the other skin sets, really. Then we've got an Ioka for you, and it looks like this one is part of the Prisma set by Jin. So, of course, it is the Prisma Ioka. Go ahead and fire it off. Boom. And I don't know why I do a reload, because you can't even see the gun when it does it, so there you go. Next, we've got a DB for you. This one is quite cool. The whole thing is made up to look like the barrels are minigun barrels, and it even says 7.62 caliber, which is hilarious, and there's a big old run with a smiley face. The whole idea is definitely very cool. Next, we've got a Pumpy for you, and this is a version 2 of the Star Duster Pump Shotgun. And you can see there's a lot more sculpting work on it, and the textures and so forth have gotten quite a nice update. And yeah, I think that's really brought this one's quality up quite a bit. Aiming down the sights here, you've got a blue tip and a little bit of that kind of galaxy color popping in for you. Go ahead and pop a reload there. Next up, we've got a new piece to the Cold Hunter set, or I should say update, and it is the Cold Hunter Thompson. This thing's gotten a pretty nice overhaul. It fits the set really nicely. And now that Thompsons are kind of flowing in every now and then, it might have a good chance to see a continuation in the Cold Hunter set. Aiming down the sights, you've got a red tip there against all the blue and white ice for you. And there you go. Last in this little group, we've got an MP5 for you, and this one has a really cool idea with it. This is the Pixelation Mp5 version 2, and it's changed quite a bit. It's now a completely kind of like white, clean vibe to it, with the black tears with the kind of rainbow colors coming through in the pixelation. And I think this is really up the gun. It looks way different, much more unique, and is just really cool looking now. Aiming down the sights here, you've got a little bit of color, but it's mostly white, and then a nice purple tip to help you focus in on your kills. Next up, we've got some AKs for you, starting with this one right here. This is the Cosmic AK. There is a stockless and stocked version, so this is the stockless one. And again, we've got like a lot of a galaxy kind of theme going on. A lot of people really trying for that one. And yeah, you've got that, and then it kind of has just like a very clean, dark, kind of carbon fiber look kind of to it. Aiming down the sides, you can see more of that kind of carbon fiber look, and then you've got two little green dots and a red dot. Again, not glowing, just kind of looks like it. Next, we've got another AK for you, and this one is the Luxury AR. And yeah, this one has a very clean look, but very different in colors. You've got the yellows and oranges and whites, and that's a lot of stuff you don't see combined too much. There's even kind of like a bronze kind of goldish kind of look to some of the pieces, depending on how the light hits it. Definitely a very unique look. Aiming down the sights here, you've got some black tips and a bronze tip in the middle against the gold. And there you go. Then we've got another AK for you, and this one is all sorts of mossed up, this Ancient Ruins looking AK, and that is what it is. It is the Ruin AK. There's two versions, a colored and a colorless. I decided to do the color one. It just kind of popped out to me a little more, but both are down in the description, of course, in the list. Aiming down the sights here, you've got kind of like a Moa face staring at you, and a red tip against the kind of like mossy stone there. And there we got that reload. Next, we've got another AR for you, and this one is from the Dragonhorn set. So this is, of course, the Dragonhorn AK, and yes, of course, it has a glow and a non-glow. So I'll be sure to show that to you. Aiming down the sights here, you've got kind of a neat little glowy design, and then some silver tips to the sight. Go ahead and pop that reload. And there you have it. Next, we've got an M39 for you. We don't see skins for him too often, and this one is really, really cool. This is the M39 Utilizer. Now, there's a blue and silver version, but I really thought this blue one with the mixed colors really popped out much more. So you can check out the silver one down below if you like. And yeah, it just has all these kind of theme stuff, cobalt and so forth, and it just really fits into Rust, and we don't have too many Rusty skins lately, so this would be a really nice change up for that for sure. Last in this cluster, we've got a Bolty for you, and it's a continuation in the Toxic Wolf set. And yeah, it's got that same wolf. He's a little further back this time. We've got lots of the toxic drip. You can see some of it just dripping out of the top there and onto the wood of the Bolty there. And you would think this glows, but it doesn't, so it's not going to give you away, at least for glowing on your back. Aiming down the sides here, you've got a little toxic, rad symbol right there, and some green glowy looking sights. Of course, they don't actually glow. Next, we've got an LR for you, and this one is a continuation in the Ravenous set by Slime. And yeah, look at that. It definitely looks ravenous. You've got teeth and eyes with teeth, and it's just all sorts of craziness. Definitely a very cool kind of, graffiti punk art vibe to it. Aiming down the sights here, you've got a pink tip to the sights. And if we pop a reload here, you can shove some more teeth up in there. Next, we've got an L9 for you, and it might look a little different because, hey, it looks like the whole thing is made out of wood. Look at that. And it has this nice kind of like worn look to it. I mean, look at this steel. It's all sorts of scuffed up. It looks like this thing's been used a lot and also been sitting in the corner for a long time. So that is definitely a unique look. We'll go ahead and show the end there. And aim down the sights there for you. And there it is with the scope. Everyone likes to see that. It just looks so much more natural. Next, we've got an M249 for you. And this one is all beat up and rusty looking. Just fits right into the world of Rust, and is the Punk Rebel M249. There you go. Definitely has a nice little punk vibe. Aiming down the sights there, you've got a red tip, but as you can see, it doesn't glow as we, hit the darker light there. We'll go ahead and pop that reload. All sorts of rust in there. Look at that. This thing is rusty, rusty, rusty. Then we've got an F1 grenade. What? Really? Yeah, we haven't seen skins for anything like that for a while. And this one's really cool. The whole thing looks like it's kind of made out of tech trash. It says hacked on it. And then you've got like the little, screen there with the digital little 8-bit skull. And yeah, this is just a really, really cool looking grenade. And then we've got a Satchel Charge. This is part of the Demonic set by Vlex. So this is, of course, the Demonic Satchel Charge. And, well, how can you second guess that with that face? Look at that. Definitely fits its name. And those bean cans are just red, glowing, hot, angry. But that's going to do it, guys. It's been quite a few items, so hopefully you stuck with it. If you did, thank you so much for it. And go check out the artists and vote on the ones you like. Down in the description below, I always have that link. And stay rusty, guys. We'll see you on Thursday to show which ones made it in. Let's end with the glow.